Hey y'all, Coach in the Fight here, talking about Tu B'Av. I just want to give you guys a fun fact related to Tu B'Av that I discovered as I was doing other classes on Tu B'Av. This is the third class that we've done in 2020 on Tu B'Av, so if you have missed the other ones, just check our channel or the end screens of this video because there is some important information in those videos as well. In this one, I just want to show you a pattern that seems to have emerged when it comes to Tu B'Av and the 15th day of the month on the sacred calendar. Now, if you're watching this video in 2021, I want to point out that Google has that date wrong. It's actually off by 1 day. I know some of you guys will be watching this video in 2021, and so I went in to look at what Google says about Tu B'Av in 2021, and then I went to the data collected from the Astronomical Applications Department of the U.S. Naval Observatory on the fraction of the moon illuminated for the year 2021 to verify the dates of Tu B'Av for 2021, and it turns out that it is a day off. We can see that the new moon will actually occur on the 10th day of the month, making that the first day of the lunar month of Av 2021. That puts the 15th day of the month starting on the 24th of July, the evening of the 24th of July, instead of the 23rd of July. Now, this is one of the things that you'll find on our channel is that we always check these dates and compare what the Gregorian calendar says to what the luminaries say, because they're not always correct. And as we can see here, even though they got it correct in the year 2020, they will get it incorrect in the year 2021, but we'll cover more on that, Lord willing, as we get close to the year 2021 and the minor feast of Tu B'Av. Okay, so whether we're looking at 2020 or 2021 or anytime when we're talking about the 15th day of the 5th month, remember that we are talking about a Sabbath day. So be sure to jump over and check out the Sabbath day class we did related to Tu B'Av as we get ready to celebrate these days. I mean, sure, it's good to know when these dates occur, but it's just as important to know what we are supposed to be doing on those days. Anyway, let's look at the focus of this class. Now, I have been working on a sacred calendar, a yearly calendar that I can share with you guys so that everybody can know when the Sabbath days occur and when the holy days occur. I'm not sure if it's going to look like this. It's kind of difficult melding the Gregorian calendar with the Enoch calendar or the sacred calendar. But let me show you this just to show you this pattern that seems to be emerging when it comes to the 15th day of the month. Now, as we said, the 15th day of the month is a Sabbath day. It just so happened that in the month of the 5th month, it is what we call Tu B'Av. But notice down here, when you look at the 10th day of the 5th month, you have Tisha B'Av. This is what's called the fast of the 5th month. It falls on the 10th day of the 5th month. Now you'll hear people talk about the 9th of Av, but when you come over and look at the biblical accounts of the 5th month, you'll see that no events happened or no events are talked about on the 9th of Av. You have the 7th of Av when Nebuchadnezzar and his guys went in to besiege Jerusalem. That's kind of when it all started. You see that in 2 Kings and chapter 25. But when you look at Jeremiah chapter 52 and Ezekiel chapter 20, you'll see that it was actually the 10th day of the month that all of the bad stuff happened. That's when they burned it down. Talking about the first temple, Solomon's temple, they burned it down on the 10th day of the month. That would have been when they took the daily sacrifice back into Babylon with them. So Tisha B'Av is actually the 10th day of the 5th month. But check out this pattern. When you look over here in the 7th biblical month, that month when we have the memorial of blowing of trumpets and Atonement Day, you see a similar pattern. You have the High Holy Feast Day of Tabernacles that starts on the 15th day of the month, and you have Atonement Day on the 10th day of the month. Now, like I said before, Tisha B'Av is the fast of the 5th month. Well, Atonement Day is the fast of the 7th month. And I found that to be really interesting, that these months are similar. But let's look over at the first month. Again, you have the High Holy Day starting on the 15th day of the month. So what occurred on the 10th day of the first month? That is the day that they were supposed to select the lamb that was supposed to be sacrificed on Passover. So the 10th day of the first month is an important day too. It's kind of a minor celebration day, with the High Holy Day falling on the 15th day of the month, which is the beginning of unleavened bread. But now, when you look at the second month, which I don't have drawn up yet, it follows the same pattern as well when you think about second Passover. For those that missed first Passover in the first month because of uncleanliness, they were given the opportunity to celebrate Passover in the second month. And so it too will follow the same pattern, with the second unleavened bread falling on the 15th day of the month, Passover falling on the 14th day of the month. They would have selected their lamb on the 10th day of the month. So that's the first month following this pattern, the second month following this pattern, the 5th month following this pattern, and the 7th month following this pattern. So those are the facts. Now let's add a little bit of speculation to this. Because when we look over at the first month and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, it is a week-long feast that starts on the 15th day of the month. And when we look at the 7th month and the Feast of Tabernacles, it is also a week-long feast that starts on the 15th day of the month. And the third month, you have Pentecost, which is the 15th day of the third month, and many are speculating that it is also a week-long feast. Is Tu B'Av a week-long feast in the 5th month? Well, there's no biblical evidence of that, so I can't say for sure. But what do you think? Would you add your thoughts in the comment section of this video? This could be important information, as Tu B'Av is known as the wedding festival. So could this wedding festival last for a week? It very well could. I'm not really sure. So please give your opinion in the comment section below. So I just wanted to share that fun fact with you guys and ask your opinion on some of this stuff. Maybe you have more information about Tu B'Av than I do. So if you got something out of this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button, but leave us a comment either way. And shalom.